After weeks of testimony, the jury deliberates at the federal courthouse in Grand Rapids, deciding the fate of 4 men accused of conspiring to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer over her strict COVID-19 protocols. Charged are Adam Fox, Barry CROFT Jr., Daniel Harris, and Brandon Caserta. 2 other men have already pleaded guilty and testified at trial.
Certainly appeared to be some overt acts taken by the defendants to carry out their plan.
Defense attorney Mike Hutaree was part of the legal team for another militia case 10 years ago when the Hutaree Militia was charged with seditious conspiracy, accused of plotting to attack police. While the leader, David Stone Sr. and his son, did plead guilty to weapons charges, federal judge Victoria Roberts threw out the sedition case against them. In a rare move, our cameras were allowed into federal court to interview the defendants, who claimed, and the judge agreed, their actions were protected by the First Amendment.
Somebody had to stand up for the First Amendment. We did it. Everything we did was defensive. We never did anything offensive and had nothing planned for anything offensive.
But they didn't do anything other than to play Army in the woods and sit around the campfire and express their grievances.
And that, says Hutaree, could be the major difference in these cases. His clients videotaped themselves running around in the woods with guns and talked a good game, but didn't actually act on it. Unlike the defendants in the Whitmer kidnapping case, who it's alleged actually cased the governor's vacation home, as well as a bridge they talked about blowing up.
They actually went to her summer home and staked it out, you know, and that's not a real good fact for the defense.
Neither, says Hutaree, is testimony from the girlfriend of defendant Barry CROFT, who testified he told his young daughter he couldn't be bothered because he was making a bomb.
Those 2 facts stick out in my head as being problematic for the defense.
Defense attorneys claim the actions of an undercover FBI agent who infiltrated the group constitute entrapment, and that these defendants were too broke and too high on drugs to carry out the crime, that they too are protected by the First Amendment.
They're arguing that the government witnesses basically were created the crime, created the conspiracy, created this whole thing, and that these guys were unwittingly following that. But I don't know if that's going to fly. At this point in the game, there's nothing else that you can do but sit and wait. It's in the jury's hands now, and so it's up to them.
In Southfield, Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.